Okay, let's unpack this. If you've ever found yourself scrolling endlessly, maybe looking for that perfect morning routine, the internet is just full of advice.
Oh, absolutely. It's everywhere.
Yeah, like wake up at 4 a.m., cold showers.
Yeah.
It can be a bit much,
Just
frankly.
definitely overwhelming sometimes.
But today, we're diving into one specific routine from a YouTube deep dive. It's someone's very personal adapted routine.
Right.
And let me tell you, it has some really unexpected twists, things you might not expect.
And what's fascinating here, I think, is seeing how someone took these widely researched ideas about habits
Uh,
and really custom tailored them, turned a potentially rigid schedule into like a practice of self-care and, continuous improvement.
so it's not just about productivity.
No, exactly. This deep dive shows the why behind it all, how they personalize these best practices for specific outcomes like mental well-being, self-optimization, not just ticking boxes.
Okay.
And what's interesting is a lot of this unknowingly maps onto the Savers framework from the Miracle Morning. We'll kind of see that thread throughout.
Right, savers. Okay, so let's jump in. The first surprise, 7 a.m. wake up, then immediately, 10 minutes scrolling on the phone.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that goes against almost everything you hear, right? No? No screens first thing?
It really does seem counterintuitive, doesn't it?
So what's the deal? Is there some hidden genius here?
Well, the key thing is the purpose.
Yeah.
It's not mindless scrolling through social media or checking emails.
Okay.
It's specifically for motivational videos. They use it for visualization.
Ah, visualization.
Yeah,
Okay.
filling their mind with inspiration, positive thoughts, imagining working hard, hitting goals, feeling determined, reminding themselves where they want to go.
So it's active, not passive consumption.
Precisely. It's like practicing an abundance mindset, focusing on growth opportunity. And like I mentioned, it neatly covers the visualization part of Savers right off the bat.
That actually makes a lot of sense when you put it like that. It's the intention.
Exactly.
Okay, so after that unconventional start, you'd maybe expect some quiet meditation next.
You might think so. But again, nope. Different path.
What happened?
Well, they explicitly said they tried meditation for 3 months. Just didn't work for me.
Huh. So what did they do? How did they adapt?
This is where that self-awareness really comes in. Instead of forcing it, they found something that did work for them.
Which was?
Playing a curated affirmations playlist. And not just in the background.
Oh.
Listening on blast, singing all the lyrics, dancing around the room while making the bed. Seriously.
Wow. Okay, that's quite the alternative.
It really is. It's their take on affirmations and it even adds a bit of exercise from Savers.
And the benefits. Besides maybe waking the neighbors.
Well, physiologically, that kind of movement, that joy, it releases serotonin, dopamine,
Yeah.
gives you a natural high before you even leave the bedroom.
Huh? Like letting your inner child out?
Exactly that. Connecting with that playful energy we often kind of suppress. Imagine starting your day feeling that free.
I can see the appeal, definitely. So after that burst of energy, things calm down a bit with self-care.
Yes, but again, with intention. It's done in silence, taking time, being present, turning it into a therapeutic practice, not just rushing through chores.
Right, shifting perspective. So what specific things do they do?
Well, there's using a tongue scraper, good for gut health, apparently.
Okay.
And a dedicated Korean skincare routine aiming for that, glass skin look.
Oh, yes, glass skin.
The principle is really investing in yourself, understanding the why, like using a specific pH-balanced cleanser, pH 5.5, they noted.
Why that specific pH?
Because they mentioned anything higher, like above 5.6, can apparently worsen sensitive or acne-prone skin. So it's about maintaining that healthy skin barrier.
Details matter.
They really do. Then there's a wrinkle serum for collagen, elasticity, moisture barrier repair, and this Vetus snail cream.
Snail crate. Okay, tell me more.
Yeah, snail mucin. Sounds weird, but it has this cool texture, absorbs fast, it's cruelty-free, good for all skin types, apparently. It gives a nice glow.
So the takeaway for listeners is turn those daily tasks into moments of self-care. Focus on being present.
Pretty much shift from just doing to mindfully experiencing and appreciating the ritual.
I like that. From chore to ritual. Now, what about internal nourishment? That's got to be part of it, too.
Absolutely. Big focus there. Daily goal, 3 liters of water.
3 liters. That's quite a bit.
It is, yeah. And supplements, too. Targeted ones like iron, magnesium, vitamin D, vitamin C, collagen, and ashwagandha.
To cover potential gaps.
Exactly. Addressing deficiencies, supporting overall health, vitality, mental function, building health from the inside.
Makes sense. Okay, then comes more movement, the gym.
Yeah.
But their approach sounds different. romanticizing it,
Right.
wearing a cute outfit, feeling like an IG baddie.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it? And it raises that question for all of us. How do you make healthy habits feel less like, well, a drag and more like something you actually enjoy?
So the focus isn't just lifting heavy or running fast.
Not primarily, no. The main goal is explicitly stated. Improve mental health. Take the stress off hitting specific numbers. They go for the fun, for the vibes, knowing they'll come out feeling like a happier person. They even call it a privilege.
That's a powerful reframe.
It is. And, the benefits of morning exercise are well known. Balances hormones, more energy, sharper mind, better mood, less stress, better sleep, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
It covers the exercise part of Savers.
And they keep it consistent.
Yeah, every other day, making it a regular, integrated part of the routine.
So reframing obligation into opportunity. I like that. After the gym, breakfast time.
Yeah.
A protein smoothie.
Yep, protein powder, bunch of veggies, especially greens like spinach. They noted it helps with hair growth too.
But the really interesting part here seems to be the focus on avoiding sugar, applying nutritional science.
Absolutely. This shows a deep understanding of how food impacts the body. They're very conscious of avoiding morning glucose spikes
Why is that so important?
because those spikes can lead to more hunger later, the dreaded energy crash, inflammation, even hormonal imbalances that can worsen things like acne.
Okay, so how do they manage that?
They mention applying Jesse and Chospe's method, the glucose goddess.
Ah, right. Eating things in a specific order.
Exactly. Veggies first, then protein, then carbs and sugars last. It helps flatten that glucose curve, reduces the spike.
That's a really practical tip anyone could try. Very science-backed.
Definitely. It's about sustained energy, not just calories.
Okay, so gym, smoothie. What comes next? Are there post-gym rituals?
Yes, continuing the self-care theme, dry brushing is one.
Dry brushing, how does that work?
Starting at the feet, working up towards the heart in circular motions. It exfoliates, but it also helps lymphatic drainage, helps eliminate toxins.
Interesting.
Then showering, moisturizing with a body oil, just continuing that mindful body care.
And then you mentioned glam time. Is that just for special occasions like filming?
Well, they mentioned it in the context of filming for the BBC, but also just for daily life. Brushing hair, maybe a little makeup, putting on an outfit.
It's not just about looking good, though.
No, the point is it helps you feel put together, feel confident for the rest of the day. Another layer contributing to that positive mental state.
It all connects. Okay, we've touched on how a lot of this fits the Savers framework. Visualization, affirmations, exercise. What about the R&S, reading and scribing?
Right. So the reading or learning component for them is about self-educating, leveling up life outside of work, or making money.
So not necessarily just reading books.
Reading is key, yeah, but sometimes it might be learning French instead.
Yeah.
The main idea is getting addicted to learning constantly, expanding horizons,
Passions,
lifelong learning.
Yeah.
Got it. And their daily caffeine, you mentioned intention earlier.
Yes, this is another great example. They choose matcha over coffee daily.
Why matcha specifically? They believe it's much better for you. Anti-inflammatory, no energy crash like coffee sometimes gives, full of antioxidants, good for brain health. Lots of benefits.
And they make a ritual out of it.
Totally. They romanticize making it, using a fancy little whisk, traditional Japanese powder, not the cheap stuff. The recipe is simple. Almond milk, ice, matcha liquid, no sweetener.
Cutting out sugar again?
Exactly. It turns making a drink into like a mindful moment of pleasure, not just a caffeine fix.
Okay, so that covers reading. What about the last letter, S for scribing?
Ah, yes, scribing. This gets about 20 minutes. They describe it as literally just a thought dump.
Like journaling.
Sort of, but maybe less structured. Like you're just talking to a friend, getting everything out, processing thoughts, releasing emotions, not letting negative stuff fester.
Being your own therapist, essentially.
That's exactly how they put it. A chance to reflect, gain self-awareness, get clarity on what's next.
That sounds incredibly valuable.
It really does.
Yeah.
And they also use it as a kind of time capsule, scribing positive things, achievements, and also for manifestations.
Wow, that really prompts the question. In our busy lives, how often do you, the listener, actually make space for that? To just process, reflect, maybe even celebrate your wins?
It's a crucial practice we often neglect.
Okay, so after all these personal habits, then the workday starts.
Right. And it starts strategically.
How so?
First task,
Yeah.
packaging orders for their jewelry business, Sage and Studio. It's time-consuming, so it gets done first.
Oh, the classic eat the frog method.
Exactly. Tackle the biggest, hardest, or maybe most tedious task first thing. Avoids procrastination, ensures it gets done.
Smart. And they plan beyond that.
Oh, yeah. Meticulous planning, color-coordinated calendar for the week, daily to-do list. They even use a habit app on their phone.
To track progress.
Yeah.
Make it rewarding.
Precisely. Ticking things off feels good, keeps you motivated. And they time block everything in the calendar, all working tasks. Increases productivity, keeps things focused.
That level of structure is impressive.
Yeah.
But let's be real. Is this kind of extensive routine always achievable? What about bad days? Less flexible schedules?
That's a really important point. And they actually touched on the reality behind the scenes.
Oh.
Yeah, they mentioned challenges while filming this very routine. Their vlogging camera broke midway, had to switch to an iPhone, order a new one.
Life happens even with the best routines.
Exactly. And they shared an anecdote, got home at 1 a.m. the night before filming, only slept 5 hours, but still got up at 7 a.m. to start.
Wow. Dedication.
It highlights that even perfect routines have tough days. It's not about flawless execution every single time. It's about the commitment, the underlying structure, and adapting.
So the takeaway isn't necessarily copy this exactly.
Not at all. It's about understanding the principles. Intentional visualization, mindful movement that you enjoy, targeted self-care, strategic nutrition, reflection. You adapt those core ideas to your life, your constraints.
Maybe 5 minutes of mindful breathing instead of an hour of skincare.
Precisely. It's the intention that counts. What really stands out from this whole deep dive is that profound level of intentionality. Every single step, from waking up to starting work, has a purpose.
Personal well-being, productivity.
Exactly. It's highly adaptable, self-aware, small choices layered together for a big cumulative effect. It's all about personalization and purpose, not just following some rigid template someone else made.
So what does this all mean for you listening? This deep dive really shows that a successful morning, well, it isn't one size fits all. It's more like a personal craft, right? Blending your aspirations with actual doable steps, adapting the principles we talked about.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Okay, so here's something to think about. Considering everything we've unpacked today, what's one unconventional habit? Maybe something you currently think of as just a guilty pleasure, or even a luxury that you could intentionally bring into your morning. Something that could actually transform your day and align it better with your own goals and your well-being.